In AutoCAD, a hatch object allows you to fill existing objects or enclosed areas with hatch patterns, solid color fills, or gradients. Like most objects, hatch patterns are typically created on the current layer, and they take on the current color, line type, and transparency. However, you can specify the layer on which the hatch objects are created. So, best practice for hatch patterns is to add them on their own layer. That way, you can easily hide hatch patterns by turning off the hatch layer. This drawing includes a layer called Hatch. From the ribbon, Home tab, Layer panel, make sure that the current layer drop-down is set to 0. To add a hatch, from the ribbon, Home tab, Draw panel, click Hatch. When you start the Hatch command, the ribbon changes to the Hatch Creation contextual ribbon. These tools let you select the hatch pattern you want to apply, as well as control its color, background color, transparency, angle, and scale. Expand the Properties panel. Here, you can specify the layer on which the hatch will be created. Expand the hatch layer drop-down and select the hatch layer. In the command window, with dynamic input enabled at the cursor, you are prompted to pick an internal point. In the Pattern panel in the ribbon, you can see the hatch pattern that will be applied. When you move the cursor into a closed area, a preview of the hatch appears. Move the cursor outside the area, and the preview disappears. If you click inside that area, the preview is added to the drawing. You can still make changes to the hatch. For example, you can use the Scale field to change the scale factor for the hatch. You can also change the hatch pattern. If you select the wrong area or object to hatch, just use Undo to remove the hatch, and then select a different object or click inside a different area. Keep in mind that this is now a preview of the hatch. In the command window, you can see that the hatch command is still active, and the Hatch Creation contextual ribbon is still visible. Once you are satisfied with what the hatch will look like, you can either click Close Hatch Creation in the ribbon or just press Enter. Start the hatch command again. Move the cursor over the part of the drawing where there are two intersecting squares. When you move the cursor over the overlapping area, the hatch preview displays just inside that area, even though it is formed by the two separate objects. Click inside that area, and then click Close Hatch Creation in the ribbon to complete the command. Alternatively, you can select an object first and then apply the hatch to it. From the ribbon, Home tab, Draw panel, click Hatch to display the Hatch Creation contextual ribbon. This time in the Boundaries panel, click the Select button. You are prompted to select Objects. Use any object selection method to select the hexagon. Now you can see a preview of the hatch pattern to be applied, which fills the hexagon. AutoCAD ignores the circle and hatches right through it because you did not select the circle. You are still prompted to select Objects. When you select the circle now, the hatch pattern no longer fills the circle. Again, when you are satisfied with the appearance of the hatch, you can press Enter or click Close Hatch Creation. Erase the last hatch of the hexagon by clicking it and pressing Delete. From the ribbon, Home tab, Draw panel, click Hatch. Since the last method you used was to select Objects, that has become the default. In the Boundaries panel, click Pick Points. You are prompted to pick an internal point. Move the cursor into the area inside the hexagon, but outside the circle. AutoCAD now detects the circle inside the hexagon. This is because the Pick Points tool automatically detects closed areas, whereas the Pick Objects tool hatches only the objects you specifically select. Once again, when you are satisfied with the appearance of the hatch, you can either click Close Hatch Creation or simply press Enter.